I think the purpose of today was about bringing businesses from the construction sector together to really develop and understand their knowledge of key tools across sustainability, process efficiency and procurement to enable them to maximise their business growth. I think we wanted it to be energetic, we want it to be exciting and informative, and ultimately to really give something back to the sector, give them some really key knowledge and fundamentals to help them as we sort of move through the next couple of years.
I find Hull a really powerful city for me because I have spent time here in 3 very powerful construction sites. And when I say powerful construction sites, I don't mean manually, I mean emotionally, because there was people who were struggling with having a lot of problems physically and mental problems as well in their mental health side of stuff, and also with physical health. And I got so involved with these families that they broke my heart. But I got surrounded by people who came along that wanted to give something back, who really gave something back. They were very powerful human beings, and they put something back into the community, they put something back into a family, and they put something back into me, and they opened my eyes. And I just noticed the strength of that when I was here, because we did 3 very big bills, which basically asked for an awful lot from a community. And Hull just kept delivering. It just kept going. And I just thought, these people have a fire in their belly like nowhere else. And that today in this construction event, that's what I came here for, because I know Hull will redevelop and grow and turn into a fantastic place to be. There's industry coming in from all over the place, big industry coming in. And that industry, the important thing about that is that's going to filter down to everybody in the system. That's going to bring carpenters in, plasterers in, we're going to put buildings up. It's going to grow. People are going to have money in their pocket. The town's going to get richer. We'll build restaurants, we'll build shops. It'll become a more beautiful place. We'll recycle some of the amazing buildings in Hull and bring it back to life. And we need events like this for people to think about it. It's not just the big industry, it's what it trickles down to.
There's lots of support available for East Riding businesses. So we have a team of 21 people who support businesses in the area. That ranges from one-to-one advisor support. We run workshops and events, which are all free to attend. We have grants available. We have an opportunities map and supply chain directory. We also have online resources for businesses as well.
In Hull, we've got 3 general business advisors that go out to the majority of businesses, but then we've got some bespoke advisors as well. The team that are concentrating on youth enterprise through the Managing Changes for Careers service, that are aimed purely at 16 to 29-year-old entrepreneurs that are looking to set up the business. And there's a specific grant available for them to do test trading and things like that to work out whether it is a business that they can take forward. And then within the overall team, we've got somebody that's from financial services background and an expert in helping companies to access funding.
The best piece of advice that I can give anybody is just read the questions. Read the contract, ask questions until you understand it, read what the quality questions are asking, read through the pricing schedule, fully understand the contract and the bid that you need to provide. The key things that people fall down on when they're writing bids are essentially not reading again. They go in blindly, they don't fully understand, or they feel that their processes are a better way of providing. For example, I go back to appointment making quite often. If we tell you how we expect you to make appointments, we expect you to answer in that same way. If you tell us that you require a different process for doing that, it's not in accordance with the contract. By all means, once you've won the bid, you can then have conversations with the contract manager about efficiencies. If we're asking you how you would provide something and we've not been specific, then you can come in then. But generally, make sure that your bid is in line with the contract and then deal with things after.
The difference between a plan and a schedule to us when it comes to process efficiency is really clear. A plan is normally what are we going to do and how are we going to do it. A schedule is who will do it and when will they do it. And the real power is in managing your schedules. Now, the problem with a schedule is that it constantly changes. So it doesn't matter what industry or sector or business you're in, your schedule for today will have a number of items that you're going to try and achieve across your different teams that you've got. Come tomorrow, some of them may have achieved them, some of them may have got further, some of them may not because somebody didn't answer a phone, they're waiting for a report, they're waiting for a delivery. So the schedule needs to be updated. And the schedule is what you need to keep looking at, because unfortunately what we find in organisations is that there might be a person in there who has 2 or 3 different roles. They can only do one at one time. And if the schedule suddenly thinks that one person is going to be available to do 3 different roles or 3 different activities at the same time, work will get stuck. So the schedule is really key for a business.
So sustainability is important for a great many reasons. Unfortunately, it's a very misunderstood word. And I think that puts some organisations off understanding how they can have a real positive impact with regards to their sustainability initiatives. For me, sustainability is about a broad topic. It's a holistic approach. And we use 4 pillars of environment, workplace, community and philanthropy to help businesses address things like net zero targets, climate change issues, building a purpose-driven culture that people want to be part of, community engagement strategies, and working with the third sector, all of which pulled together can help a business really prepare for the future.
So we have free environmental audits available for businesses where we pay for somebody to come in, a specialist to come in and actually look at how they do things, how they operate, how the business operates within the premises they have, whether the building itself is efficient, and that will make recommendations on what the business can actually do to improve and to reduce their carbon output, but also to make savings in terms of energy. On the back of that, we then have grants available. So the grants are linked to the amount of carbon that would be saved with the project, but we have grants for things like solar projects, we have air sourced heat pumps, and also insulation, LED lighting, and we can provide up to 50% towards the cost of those.
The key things we look for, obviously, we need a competitive edge. That's that goes without saying. We need quality of delivery is absolutely paramount to us because ultimately we need to combine together all those individual subcontract packages to create one quality end product that is the project or the building. But we look for companies that harness our values, that are easy to work with, relationship-based businesses who can uphold all of our corporate values, put safety paramount and front and focus in everything that they do, and ultimately deliver a great service or product to our end client. A lot of the projects we work on are quite complex. We're working to tight deadlines. They're quite intricate in parts, particularly if they're involving existing buildings. So what we need is a lack of bureaucracy and red tape. We need a can-do attitude. Suppliers that will work with us to come up with solutions, not problems, really. We know the problems exist, but it's having that one-team approach that we can work together, overcome the problems with suitable solutions that are in agreement with us, our suppliers and our clients, and ultimately motor forward and get the project handed over to the right levels of price, quality and safety.
I thought it was a brilliant event, really, really good, really high-paced, lots and lots of information. The breakout sessions were really, really good and informative. And I just think everybody who's come, hopefully they've all picked something up, which they can then use in their business and take it forward.
Today's been wonderful. It's lovely for me to travel around the country. Yesterday I was in Staffordshire. Today it's great to be in Hull. And talking to different industry sectors, I think the construction industry is quite advanced when it comes to sustainability. So it's great to see so many people coming today. I enjoyed the breakout sessions and also to have so many people as part of those breakout sessions. So it's great to see that there's such an appetite and interest in sustainability and the sector that they operate in.
I thought today was brilliant. I thought it was incredibly quick. I thought the time passed by very, very quickly, which is obviously a sign of a good event. Really insightful, some great new connections made in the room, and great to see so many suppliers eager to grow and prosper in the region.
Okay, I found today and the event incredibly useful. It's good for me to be challenged to give it to an audience who maybe don't think about process efficiency. It's good to be able to go out and look at some things and challenge me to think about some of the the examples I've already got, which are actually within the construction and repair and maintenance sector. And also to be able to sort of say to people, some of the things you may be trying you'll find difficult because they clash with how the overall industry is run. So it was good for me, it challenged me on my thinking.
Today has been fantastic. It's been great to meet lots of different people from the area. There's a lot of new faces that I've seen here today, which is fantastic. So, yeah, it's been really good. Okay.
What I find about an event like this here, if you can take one thing away from you, it's worth going to. And today, for me, and I came along and wanted to listen in on some of the talks, I got blown away by the talk on sustainability. How much more of it there is out there that we need to learn about. How much more we can do, not just in building, but in our lives. And for me, today was all about sustainability.
Wow, what a whistle-stop tour of construction. I think it has been a high-paced, informative event, a lot going on, a lot to digest, but hopefully everybody's taken something away from it. So high energy, hopefully, high benefit to the businesses in the event, and hopefully everybody's taken something away that'd be useful.